How do tides impact barramundi fishing in Australia? Imagine standing on the edge of a river or estuary, watching the water shift and change. The way the water moves can tell you a lot about where the fish are hiding. When it comes to barramundi in Australia, the tides are like a secret code that guides where they feed and rest. These fish are ambush predators, meaning they wait for prey to come close before striking. Tides help bring bait fish into the right spots, making it easier for barramundi to find food. During an incoming tide, or flood tide, barramundi move upstream. They gather near the edges of channels, creek mouths, and tidal flats where bait fish are swept in by the rising water. These areas become hotspots for fishing because the fish are actively hunting. As the tide floods the flats, barramundi might venture into shallower waters to hunt, but they tend to stay close to the edges where they can ambush prey. When the tide is high, the water often pushes cleaner seawater over the flats, signaling where baitfish gather. Big barramundi patrol these edges, waiting for prey to swim by. When the tide starts to go out, or during the run-out tide, barramundi retreat back into the main channels. They position themselves near creek mouths and channel entrances, waiting for baitfish to be forced out of their hiding spots. This movement makes the run-out tide a prime time for fishing because the fish are concentrated and actively feeding. Even in inland waters where tides are minimal, barramundi seem to respond to the lunar cycle, showing increased activity around tide changes. For anglers, targeting barramundi during the run-out tide often produces the best results. Using live bait or lures that mimic injured prey near creek mouths and channels can be very effective. During the flood tide, focus on the edges of flats and channel banks where barramundi patrol. Understanding these tidal movements helps you predict where the fish will be and when they will be feeding. This knowledge can turn a good fishing day into a great one in Australia's tidal rivers and estuaries.